Hey, morning everyone. So in this second video of the morning, I actually want to start with a question and see what kind of comments I get below. I'm curious, have any of you ever done anything simply for the picture, right? Meaning, hey, I did this for Instagram, right? I went to this expensive restaurant and I got this meal because I wanted to take a photo and post it on Instagram. I did this experience because I wanted to put it on Instagram. I'm just curious, right? I know what happens. I see the posts, I see the things, and I'm just curious how many of us are doing things for the gram, as the song goes. So just curious. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you've done because of Instagram. So in this post, what I really want to tackle is maybe a little bit of a controversial topic. Of all my videos, I think this one might get me some hate emails or posts or comments. I hope it doesn't, because I'm putting this out there under the context of just starting a discussion and thinking about it. So what this one is why Instagram is killing your future. All right, that's kind of when you think about that, and I thought about it this morning, it's like, wow, you better have something to sort of put that out there. So actually I have kind of three things that I think, I feel good about sort of sharing and why I do think that Instagram is killing your future, at least from a financial perspective. So the first one is it's actually in the title. It's the Insta and Instagram. And in an investing world, the closest thing I can relate to Instagram or instant is get rich quick schemes, right? And as we all know, if we've been around a while and you've read anything on history, get rich schemes don't work. Frankly, the only person that gets rich is the person selling the product or the snake oil or whatever they're selling. So if you get addicted to that kind of instant feedback loop, that feeling, that gratification, that thing you're chasing, I can tell you with at least some confidence that you're going to be ripe for, the whole get rich quick scheme, bouncing around from this or that investment, and that kind of training or that kind of mindset is disaster in the investing world, right? True investing is, buy and hold, right? Let time help you, right? When I think about our story, there's nothing instant about it, right? We did things 15 years ago and continued to sacrifice and execute, and that story of 15 years of sacrifice leading to financial freedom doesn't look sexy in an Instagram post. It's not get rich quick. It's get rich slow, and for a decade it's like, I don't know if this thing's going to work. So that's the first thing to realize is, I think if you sort of get, I don't know if it's focused or kind of mindset of Instagram, it's really going to hurt you from an investing world. The second thing is Instagram it's so fun to use, right? All the different filters and all the different pictures and experience people are having. It's addicting, right? It's, I can't tell you how many times you go to it and you just, you go looking for 3 or 4 minutes, and next thing you know, it's an hour. Platforms like that are great. It's got 1 billion users when I checked last time, right? So it's used by everyone. The unfortunate part of that is, especially when we're younger, it really plays for any age, but it's most impactful when you're younger, is you're losing time, right? If you spend an hour a day on Instagram, you're losing one of your 24 hours. And if you think about your productive hours, you're losing, 1 in 18, right? Let's assume you can get by on 6 hours sleep. So, I think losing our, time is I think it's critical to understand, right? Time is the only thing we can't get back. You can get your money back, you can do all these other things, but once you've sort of lost that hour and you've ticked that by, you're never going to get that back. You're never going to get that chance to reuse that hour. So, again, Instagram's great. Don't get me wrong. This is not a hate-filled, Instagram post or video or anything. All I'm saying is that when you lose productive hours to something that's not helping your future, it's painful, right? The whole beauty of investing is you get this compounding effect of time, right? It's the investments we made 15 years ago that are paying the greatest returns today. It's because we did that commitment. We invested that time. We did those things. We did the drive. So again, I just think that we need to appreciate that we only have so many hours in the day, and maybe some of our hours should be spent on our future, and that's that's important. So again, the last thing, right? I said there'd be 3, is I wonder how many of us are doing Instagram posts or spending these precious hours, which were really a part of point 2, trying to get people we don't know and don't like and don't really impact our lives in any way to hit that little heart. I wonder I wonder how many of us are chasing that feeling of, hey, I got to 10, I got to 20, I got to 50, I got to 100,000, whatever it is, and you feel it puts a momentary smile on your face. There's nothing wrong with that, right? We all need to feel good, so I get that. However, I wonder if we step back and said, what if I did some things, I invested my time so that I could, create an investment, buy a rental property that allowed me to do things like spend 8 hours with my niece and nephew, or I did this or that for my mother or father, or I did this trip, and I did 2 back-to-back trips. It's just a different way of thinking, right? This investing world where it's not get rich quick to point 1, it's not that your time is your most valuable thing. And then I would just say getting feedback from your family long term is maybe more useful. It's not as sexy, it's not instant, I get it, but that's why I sort of wanted to put this post out there. I know it's not going to be wildly popular perhaps. I just want you to think and realize that in the investing world, time is important. To point 2, don't fall for the get rich quick scheme. I think that is a risk we have in an Instagram world. And then again, I would tell you that getting feedback from your family and friends is far more important than strangers out there. So in the end, I look forward to your feedback. Leave your comments. Again, let me know if you've ever done an experience or gone to a restaurant or anything simply to get that Instagram post. I'm curious to see what people have done. Take care.